Yeah, hi, Al.
Hey, hello.
Okay, so we are very thankful for you for joining today's call, and we really appreciate you have given us the opportunity to work with you on your project, like Student Digit project. So today's idea of this call is very simple. We have kept it very simple. We just wanted to understand from you how things are moving forward with you, and how your team is able to understand the Salesforce and how Salesforce is been working with you, or you are working with Salesforce nowadays. So how your team is able to understand the Salesforce, and what challenges you're facing, and what have improved using Salesforce.
Yeah, no problem. Can I
Okay.
just start with the
Yeah, so I
introduction?
will take the previous. Thanks, Stila. So thanks for opening the speech. So yeah, it's a really nice working with you, right? And we wanted a long relationship with you going forward, right? And
Yes.
which looks like so you just wanted to hear about your success due to this implementation, how you are taking it ahead. Right, so I will start with if you can introduce yourself first in Digit, what you used to do, right, and how your what does Digit as students do, right, and what do you primarily serve, right? I think your business is more on the providing the hostels to the all the students who is trying to study, who is doing the study in the Belgium, and if your geography is more, then love to hear that. And what does your organization handle on daily basis? So let's start with that, and then we will take it forward.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Mukesh. It's pretty straightforward for me. My name is Jelle. I'm one of the co-founders and CEO of Diggit Student Life. I'm responsible for managing our student housing portfolio in Belgium. Of course, we're looking to expand beyond Belgium, but for now it's Belgium. We provide accommodations for students, and at the moment I oversee the entire company, which includes the journey from the application on our website from the student to move in, all the way to the payments, the checkouts, the technical status of the buildings, waste management, and so on. So primarily renting out student accommodations, but we also work with international programs, universities, and sometimes also social housing partners. So the day-to-day, we manage the bookings, the contracts, the invoicing, the payments, questions from students, maintenance tickets, and at the end of the year, the move-outs. So that's everything with PBSA that we do. We do not invest in buildings, and we do not own any buildings. We just are the operator in a PBSA. That's in a nutshell what I do.
Okay, that's great. So now, like before Salesforce, whatever I can understand, you guys are doing maximum. It's in the manual way, right? To operate your day-to-day business. Okay, so now you can tell that now you have the implementation with you, right? And we have done it together. So thanks for you and your team who has supported in to understanding your business, and then we have provided you the solution. So, like now you can say, how did you come across to the Pletartech? Why you have chosen the Pletartech is should be our partner for this implementation, and what made you choose Pletartech over the Salesforce partner? So that we wanted to listen from you.
Okay, so to start with, before Salesforce, things were pretty messy in a way. We used Excel sheets, we used email, Word templates, separate tools for payments, and it worked well when we had like 300 to 500 units. But once you start to expand, you feel on Excel it starts cracking, and it's very hard to manage everything and the cells, and it's yeah, you can't oversee everything. So our biggest pain points were that we had duplicated work and even double bookings. There were a lot of human errors in Excel. Somebody changes a cell and you don't know, well, you can know who changed it if you're administrator, but yeah, people just change stuff that you don't want to. Also following up by email, sticky notes, reporting that took hours instead of minutes, and the pressure on our team became pretty high because of all those errors that you have to rectify afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a moment when we thought that if we want to grow bigger, and then there's only one option of growing, that's making a lot of processes digital and autonomous. So it became clear that we needed a proper system, and that's that we saw that Salesforce was a way to go. We contacted Salesforce, and we found Pletartech through a referral from Salesforce, and we immediately for me, it was like how practical you guys are. It was very nice to see that no big theory frameworks. It was just a clear understanding from the start, like, what do you want? We want student housing in a business, and yeah, you don't force a cookie cutter solution, and you try to learn to see what we do, and that you try to transfer to a program that we can use. So from the first conversations, you guys were listening, you were thinking already, you challenged me, which I like also, and even outlined solutions before we signed. And for me, that was a big sign of confidence, because the first meeting that I thought we would really start to get to know each other and meet, you guys already set up a platform and showed me like half what I wanted. So that was pretty nice. So yeah, I think when Pletartech started implementing everything, they built, of course, on Salesforce, and it's also the engine behind all the operations. So I think today we are looking at room bookings for the next phase, but we can now go from a candidate inquiry to a final assignment. We have the student records with documents, contracts, lease terms, the invoicing and payment tracking is there. Also the case management and ticket follow-up. We have a reporting for the management and also for the property owners. So in phase one, what we focused was essential, the contracts, the rooms allocation, and the financial tracking. And then for phase two, we are looking at the bookings, the automatic invoicing, the reminders, integration with external tools, the dashboards, which are also pretty okay already, for occupancy, for finance and performance. And yeah, like you said, Mukesh, this is only the beginning. You know, I have a lot of ideas, and I want to keep expanding in the stuff we do, even with AI. So yeah, looking forward to working further.
Super. So glad to hear, like, we are helping you to solving your day-to-day operation problem, right? We are glad to, and Petra is known for that. So if my customer is happy, it's all good, right?
Yeah.
We will do more for sure. And I hope we have implemented so far for you, as you have already described, the Sales Cloud journey we have implemented, where you have your owners onboarding, your student onboarding, right? And their maintenance things using the Service Cloud, right? We have implemented so that they can raise their cases. And also we are done with the Experience Cloud, right? Where your a student can come and see for the payments, dues, and ticket update, and everything can be done by the self portal, right? Yes, a long way to go, right? At the upcoming next phase, which we already talked about, going to involve the Marketing Cloud along with the Data Cloud. So yeah, so we are pretty much excited as well, and loving working with you. So fantastic as a portion. And being a business, like you and your team has very depth knowledge, and that we are getting it, and we are trying to transform your business in Salesforce. Yeah, so thank you very much once again.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So what was, as per you, like what was improved since Salesforce was implemented? As you told, you have the Salesforce instance before Pletartech came in, right? But what do you what do you think? What changes we brought as comparison of your old Salesforce org and the new Salesforce org? If you can put a little bit highlights on that. Yeah.
If you look at the business impact of the change, that the difference is night and day. We're not working harder. We're finally working smarter. I think that's a quote that I always use. That all companies should do is like, you don't have to work harder, you have to work smarter. And if you do that the time you invest in not working harder, you can invest that time of being with the students, which for us is very important, that we are on the floor with the students to help them out where needed. And if all other stuff is automated, then it works a lot better. So the concrete improvements is like, at the moment we don't have double bookings. We are gonna get automated payments, which is a very big thing, that students can pay with a QR code, that everything gets in the Salesforce automated. We have a faster response to the students, and we have a lot of hours per week that we save on our teams. Also, the reporting takes one click. Which is a big improvement with the previous one, that you can just click and see that the dashboards are phenomenal. So yeah, at the end as end result, you have a better cash flow, you have fewer errors, you have happier students, and you have happier landlords. And if everybody's happy, we are happy too. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, yeah. Like you interacted a lot with the Pletartech development team, architect also, right? So how was your experience working with the Pletartech teams, and how did Pletartech handle your requirement and changes, right, which was not earlier in the scope? And while testing, you realize, oh, something has to be done. Then how they have taken it, and like were they responsive and easy to work with you? We wanted to listen from you.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest crazy part of Pletartech. The team is very responsive, solution oriented, and technically very strong. A lot better than me, even though I'm a programmer too. But even though I change my mind sometimes about stuff, like it's common that you see something and you go like, maybe we have to do it that way. They never panicked. They always respond pretty like crazy fast. Even during the night, if I have something in my head, and I just message in the group we have, they respond very fast. And also the fun part is that now they're working on the Salesforce implementation. They start to understand our business model, and once they are there, they can think with us, and they're thinking 2 steps ahead sometimes, which is very, very nice. So it's crazy. It's very lovely people, really.
Okay. Thank you for your kind word, Jel. So it means a lot to the team. I will pass this message to them as well. So thank you very much.
And you have to also tell the team that I'm sorry that I'm not that responsive as they are, because I have a lot on my head.
We can understand. Yeah. Okay. So now, thank you very much for the time, right? So one last but not least, right? So would you recommend Pletartech to other SMB or education business or same kind of business which you are in, to implement their Salesforce and achieve their journey to increase their sales and overall helping in the business operation? And what do you say to a company that is struggling with the manual booking and payment today?
Yeah, well, I thought about the question, and like, how can you put something in a one-liner? Sometimes pretty hard, because you guys are great, really, you're great. So I try to. Me, from my personal view, I absolutely recommend Pletartech to any organization. Of course, I love working with you guys. So if companies struggle with Excel, emails, separate tools, spreadsheets, instead of managing your business, then in one sentence, I would say like Pletartech helps transform businesses from a manual operated company into a scalable digital platform. That would be my one sentence.
Okay, super. Thank you. Thank you, Zell. Thank you, Yel, very much for your time. And we will
My pleasure,
more.
Mukesh.
Yeah,
My
so
pleasure.
thanks a lot. So thanks still as well. So thank you.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah,
El. It was great talking to you.